Mr. Yohannes, thanks so much for coming to CSIS. Could you just talk a little bit about how the MCC model works?
Our model is about selectivity, it's about country ownership, and it is about results. For example, on selectivity, we work with countries that are poor but those that are well governed. We approach aid on the premise that aid is more effective when you work with countries that are well governed. Second is our country ownership. The countries themselves are responsible to identify constrained economic growth, responsible for design and development of the program, and finally implementation. We only have two people on the ground. Third is our emphasis on results. Our approach to development is like a real business. We invest in those projects that are priorities of our partner countries, but those that are expected to generate a very good return for the American taxpayers. When I talk about return, I'm talking about the investment's ability to generate additional income for our partner countries. And that's what makes us very unique and different than any other development agencies. The way we measure results is primarily through income increases.
You're obviously in the process of trying to work your way out of a job in a number of countries, and it's really quite exciting to see how you're catalyzing private investment through your infrastructure investments and making policy reforms. At the same time, we have a budget challenge here in the United States, and you're having to make some choices about what compacts to further to expand or to have a second round of compacts. If you could just talk a little bit about how you're making those decisions.
The budget constraint is real, so we're committed to make sure that we're spending American tax dollars effectively and efficiently. Number one, we'll continue to work with countries that are poor, but those that are well governed. Countries that are poised to become the next set of emerging markets, which will facilitate trade investment-related activities for the U.S. Two, we'll continue to invest in those projects that are expected to provide us with the best return for the American taxpayers. Third, we'll continue to be innovative. We'll make sure that our investments are leveraged by investment from the private sector. In other words, we're going to be seeking partnership with the private sector, NGOs, foundations, other development agencies at home, other development agencies worldwide, to make sure that Americans are getting the best return for their tax dollars.
Mr. Yohannes, last question. Could you just talk a little bit about your relationship with the World Food Program? I thought it was fascinating to hear at the public session that we just had about your partnership with them and the growing partnership.
It was a very successful partnership with the World Food Program. We had a pilot program with Ghana, and last year, through our partnership, the World Food Program were able to purchase about 1 million metric tons of maize from MCC-trained Ghanaian farmers, providing them with $350,000 in additional income. I mean, this is the kind of success you'd like to see, because for the first time, Ghanaians have become food secure and are selling excess food to the outside markets. The program was so successful in Ghana that we've added 4 additional countries: Senegal, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Mozambique. And they're going to be doing the same thing.
It's phenomenal. Mr. Yohannes, thank you so much.
Welcome. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Dan.
Thanks.
All right.